Now, of course, you are a teacher. First of all,
Yes.
I'm glad you know about this. But as saying that, since government is not employing new hands,
Yeah.
that it would be wrong to let go of old hands. Of course, that's not wrong, because you cannot retire people and leave empty classroom. That was a good idea to take. You have to. I mean, this is where initiative came to play. But why did they? I mean, why is it that government is not aware that the people in this system are up to the age of retirement? Why didn't they employ a new hand? I'm asking you because you are a teacher. Why did you people stay in this system for a long time? And then we have leaders of tomorrow. We have a lot of person, like, I can imagine the number of persons that just finished youth service. We have a lot of them. We have enough hands out there that are applying for job every blessed day. I know you can agree with me that this, just a few months back, that in River State, when teaching employments came up, a lot of persons apply. It means that there are people on standby. So is it that the government does not know that the people in this system are up to the age of retirement? Because with what they did here is a good thing, if you ask me, not removing old hands when they don't have new hands to replace them. So I'm not talking about the payment yet, but I want to know about this. Is it that the government does not know about this?
Thank you very much. The government know very well about people, young graduates that are supposed to be employed. The government knows why they decided to elongate the services of the people that have been there from 35 to 40 years. They know why they decided to do that. But if you ask me, this is my own personal opinion. Although when you were reading that, when I looked at that news, they said that there's a statement that they said that people that are above 35 years will be subjected to fitness capacity to know whether they are fit to continue or not. That is where, for me, I like what they did. Now, back to what I was saying, government knows there are young graduates, but the reason why they have decided not to employ these young graduates and go for elongation of service of old people, it's only them that know. But for me, if you ask me, 35 years is okay for them, and they should go and leave the stage for young people. Why? Number one, the young people will release a new energy. Number two, the young people will have enough energy to make research. Number three, the young people will have a long time to work and make input and impartation to the students, to the children, and to the society at large. In fact, I want to tell you that after 60, you are already going down. For me, after 60, and relying on these people to get to 65, economists call it the law of diminishing returns, which means at a certain stage, you begin to go down. Your input is not it's not going to be realized the way it was when you were younger. So that policy, I am still querying the policy. I wouldn't stand here to tell you that, I wouldn't sit down here and tell you that that policy, when you were saying, well, it's good and all that, I don't want to say it's good with you. But for me, I would say that I would subscribe to employ young graduates to replace the old ones.
I'm saying it's good, because if you look at this report,
yes,
we realize that if they retire these people, there's every tendency that the classroom is going to be empty.
yes.
And it seems government is not ready to do something yet. I know that they would have been, if they have retired them, or if they have cried out that we are up to the age of retirement, government should employ new, because our input is going that we need to leave the system. Maybe the government will come in. But in the absence of that, it would have been a bad idea for them to let go the teachers while there is nobody in the classroom. You understand what I'm saying?
I do understand, but can I tell you this? The idea of extending their service here, why I say I don't want to agree with you, is that they extended their service here with their salary. And this their salary, some of them can be used to pay about 2 or 3 persons that is newly employed, young graduates, young teachers. 2 or 3 people can be, those salary can be, one person's salary can be used to pay about 2 or 3 persons. And of course, when you employ those 2 or 3 people, you are filling the gap of the other people that are going. That's why I'm saying that I do not want to agree with you that that thing, I have had it, I have read it, and for me, I queried it because of what I'm saying, and for me, it's not completely acceptable. But I think in the Western country, what they do is, when they see you're good, they retain you, and it's not a massive thing. It doesn't cut across. People will be subjected to so many tests, fitness tests. What has been your achievement? In fact, in the Western countries, you are given you are given a kind of a time gap to make to produce something, or produce a paper or whatever that is good internationally before you are promoted. But in Nigeria, what you do is that you write papers that are up to a certain extent. Maybe if you are going from L1 to L2 to senior lecturer, they will require you to get certain number of papers in good journals, and then you are promoted.
But let's look at the payment aspect before we go on a short break. I mean, keeping one salary for a good 3 months is not something that, I mean, one should really be happy about. But as a teacher, because you're talking about teachers here,
yes,
as a teacher, do you think it will have, aside, because you said something that once these people are up to 50, 60 years, their inputs begin to drop.
Yes.
But aside that, do you think this will have a way of affecting them psychologically, knowing that their wages are piling up and they're not paying them yet?
You have answered it yourself. The psychological effect is very high. When you don't pay somebody's salary after 1 month.